I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. It could prove to be a major impediment in the plan to reshape the Thruway Shopping Center in the village of Walden. Representatives of Foodtown, the current grocery store chain in the plaza, has filed a breach of contract lawsuit in state Supreme Court in an attempt to block the planned replacement of Foodtown with a Hannaford shopping center. Foodtown representatives are seeking a court order rescinding the sale agreement. Hannaford had gotten site plan and architectural approvals from the village of Walden. Reporter James Walsh will have complete details on this legal development in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. A Pine Bush man was seriously burned last night after getting caught in his vehicle following an accident on Mountain Road in the town of Shawangunk. State police say it happened shortly after 11 p.m. when 22-year-old John Morrow Jr. lost control of his Jeep Cherokee. It veered off the road and burst into flames after hitting a tree stump. The vehicle struck the stump on the driver's side door, trapping Morrow in his Jeep. He had to be extricated from the burning vehicle by fire department volunteers and EMS personnel. Morrow was later airlifted to Westchester Medical Center for treatment of crash injuries and the resulting burns. A final determination is yet to be made, but a lightning strike may have triggered a Wednesday afternoon fire that totally destroyed a residence at Chapin Estates in the Sullivan County community of Smallwood. The two-alarm blaze brought close to 60 firemen from 7 area companies to the unoccupied structure on Woodstone Trail, which was fully engulfed in flames when firefighters arrived. There were no reports of any injuries. Smallwood Mongomp Valley Fire Chief George Roosevelt said getting water to the scene proved to be a challenge because the nearby Swinging Bridge Reservoir was inaccessible and tankers had to be driven 4 miles away in order to refill at a hydrant. Workers repairing the driveway at the house had reported seeing lightning nearby prior to the fire call. Officials with a group of Newburgh organizations say they'll be meeting to demand that moral outrage be shown regarding the recent police shooting of 22-year-old Michael Lebhart. The Christian Ministerial Fellowship, the Newburgh NAACP, and the Human Rights Commission are holding a community forum this evening at the House of Refuge on Broadway in Newburgh. Organizers say while they commend the actions of the city and its residents following the fatal shooting so far, they'll file their own request to have Governor Andrew Cuomo appoint a special prosecutor to investigate. This week, the governor's office announced that it would not appoint a special prosecutor. Meantime, an Orange County grand jury has begun looking at evidence to determine if the police shooting was justified. Area residents get the chance tonight to voice their opinions during a public hearing on Orange County Executive Ed Diana's proposal to construct a new county government center for an estimated $75 million. One of the voices in support of the new build will come from Orange County Chamber of Commerce President John D'Ambrosio. Leaders of the business organization have come out in support of building new rather than repairing and renovating the existing structure, saying that approach makes more economic sense.
When you renovate an old building, you're likely to get another 15 years, maybe 20 years at the outside out of the building. You'll get probably double that out of a new building. The other thing is that the building that's there is still at the same level. And the new building that's proposed is raising that building a little bit so that it shouldn't get flooded again like it did in times past. So, you know, there's new efficiencies that are going to be built in to the new building that you can't build into the old building. The other thing is, when you renovate, you find things that you don't expect.
Supporters of renovating the existing building say it could be done for much less than the estimate provided by the county's consultants. Building has been closed since last fall because of flooding and subsequent mold issues. The outcome of the investigation produced no surprises. An Orange County grand jury's cleared 2 court officers of any wrongdoing in connection with the February 8th fatal shooting of an armed intruder in Middletown City Court. The grand jury concluded that the 2 officers were justified when they fatally shot Timothy Mulqueen of Middletown after he fired 2 rounds from a shotgun through the court's glass entry door. District Attorney Frank Phillips said Mulqueen was carrying 40 rounds of ammunition and that the response of all the court officers saved others who were in the courtroom that morning. The motive for Mulqueen's actions remain a mystery. And $500 million. The jackpot has grown to that level for tomorrow's Mega Millions lottery drawing, and that means businesses that sell tickets are expecting another round of brisk business.
This is the winning ticket. Got all the numbers here.
Frequent lottery player Paul Merchant of the town of Wallkill stopped into the Stewart shop in the town to buy tickets and to dream big.
I hope somebody wins it tonight.
Be nice if it was you.
A lot of people. Well, I would appreciate that very much.
What would you do with all that money?
Well, I'd probably break up about 50% of it for my children and my grandchildren, and probably give 25% of it to some type of charities, probably the Veterans Administration, probably cancer, maybe the new hospital over here on Main Street, and the rest of it, me and my wife would enjoy our retirement.
And while the $500 million is an astronomical lottery prize, it's not nearly as astronomical as your odds of winning. But we wish you all good luck, nevertheless. There's rain in the forecast as we head into the weekend. Friday will begin with sunshine, then clouds move in, bringing showers late in the day. The highs will reach the mid-50s. Saturday will be cloudy with showers likely, and it'll be chilly, with temperatures not expected to get any higher than the upper 40s. Get news when it breaks right here at Record Online, and get an edge on the day by reading tomorrow's edition of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.